It is a beautiful magic morning out there. Welcome, 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 my friends. My friends of magic, welcome my cohorts of conjuring to the show this week. Presented to you, as always, twice weekly now, by Paper Magic, up there in Newcastle, UK. What do they taste like this week? Let's find out, as always. They taste like little pixies. Bip. 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 Wow. What have I got this week? This week, it is Rainbow Ropes by Daryl. And it's been put out by Murphy's Magic. It's Rainbow Ropes by Daryl. There's not much to dislike about this. The great Daryl, the late great Daryl. We grew up with his magic, didn't we? What a great all-rounder he was, Daryl. He could do anything. He was a great sleight-of-hand magician. He was a great stage magician, a great thinker. He knew all the moves. He had all those videos, didn't he? Those DVDs of card magic sleights, and he had the Cups and Balls DVD, and then the Svengali deck and the mental photography deck. He was a real Renaissance magician. So that's what I'm reviewing this week. It's Rainbow Ropes by Daryl. The trailer is pretty much spot on what you're going to get. If you go online right now and watch the trailer, that's what the trick's going to look like. What's in the box? Well, let's find out what's in the box. Nothing! Except a set of instructions. There's nothing in the box. Wait a second. There must be something inside here. Oh, yep, another one of these little fellas. Now, what I've done is I've taken the trick out so I could perform it. I could present it to you in a demonstration, as the Swiss like to call it. And what we'll do is we'll zoom in and we'll do that right now. A demonstration of this week's trick, Rainbow Ropes by Daryl. Well, I've got some nice neon-coloured ropes here. There's a green, there's an orange, there's a yellow. Look at that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie them together. And so we've got one nice big long rope of neonity. That'll do for the yellow and the green, and let's just tie the orange and the yellow together like this. So you're on stage and you tie your ropes together like this. There they are. There's the neon rope. Don't look at it for too long, otherwise you'll go blind. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap these ropes up, and I want you to, it's a little bit of an observation test this, alright? I want you to try and remember which colour is tied to which colour. Alright, that's all you've got to do. That's all you've got to try and remember. Which colour is tied to which colour? Which rope is tied to the orange? Is it yellow or is it green? Which rope is tied to yellow? Is it green? Is it orange? And vice versa, and so on and so forth. And what's that little piece at the end? What's that little orange worm?
I'm only one bit of rope now.
You're only one bit of rope now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you talking in ventriloquism for? They can't see my face.
Oh, sorry, that means I can talk normally and say all different words. B's, P's, and G's and S's.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's do the magic. Oh, look. Now, something very strange has happened to the rope, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The rope has become one piece of solid rope, 3 different colours. So, there we go. That was a demonstration of Rainbow Ropes by Daryl. Now, I forgot to mention when I opened the show, before I did the demonstration, that also in the box, you know, the box could contain one of 2 different sets of these ropes. It comes in 2 different kinds. It comes in a set of red, white, and blue ropes. That's red, white, blue ropes. And it also comes in the colour I used, neon. So that's what's in the box. The instructions, what are the instructions like? Well, they're great, they're very thorough, they're very in-depth. They talk about a lot of stuff, they show a couple of different performances, they talk about lots of ways to get in and out of it. The thing with this trick is, when you start it, you're covering a bit of work at either end of the ropes there. You're covering a little bit of preparation, and then you tie the ropes, and then that diffuses the preparation, and you're ready to go into the trick. What the instructions will tell you is a way to tie those ropes so that you can literally have them in the case and grab them at any time you like. You then untie the dirty work, start with the dirty work, retie and do the trick. It's quite complicated to explain considering it's a simple trick, but they show you a few ways to transport it, to set it up, so it's ready to go all the time. What are my thoughts about this? Well, look, I think it's a great trick, but I think it's limited to children's shows. I think it's a children's party entertainer's piece of equipment, okay? I think if you're going to do a trick, even a family show, even a family show where your 50-50 split is children and adults, and maybe there's teenagers there and some, nanas and granddads and things like this, I would be picking a different rope trick. I'd be picking something that was cleverer. Not that it's not clever, but something that was more multi-phases, something that was more impossible for maybe the teenagers to figure out. A cut and restore to ring on rope. There's a great trick by Tenyo called Nightmare 4DX, which uses to create all kinds of weird magic. The rope changes length. You can dissolve knots through the rope. You can actually pull a loop off a rope at one point. But I'm not reviewing that trick. It's quite hard to get, and it's actually very expensive. So if I was doing a show for anyone other than just children, I would pick a different rope trick that I could multi-phase and routine and patter around a bit more than I can with this, because this really is just what you saw. There's a few different handling ideas. The ropes can pop off, or the ropes can be pulled off, or the ropes can sort of vanish as I did it there. It's a great children's party trick, but beyond that, I don't think that it should be put in any other kind of show. If you're doing a show on stage for primarily, an audience full of adults, maybe a cruise ship or a corporate or whatever, I'd be picking something else that I could routine a bit better. So who's buying it? Well, really, in my opinion, children's entertainers are buying it. It's a great sort of roving clown style bit. The ropes are very colourful and they're easy for the children to. It's easy for the children to understand the effect. Is it great value for money? Yes, it is. It's the rope is wonderful. It's soft rope. Darryl was known for trying to source the best rope for his rope routines, his marketed rope routines. It's very soft. It's super soft. It's hollow. There's no core to it. It's very easy to handle. And what a lot of magicians who do rope tricks will tell you is that the handling of the rope is what's most important. Looking like you're completely comfortable with just rope and cutting and handling rope and making loops and doing false knots and pulling off sneaky bits and pieces here and there. So they're really my thoughts on this. I think it's a wonderful trick, but I think it's a trick for children's party entertainers primarily, and also beginners. It's a great beginner's trick. It's the kind of trick you buy on your second or third visit to the magic shop. Once you've discovered the magic shop and your parents or your grandparents take you down there, it's the second or third trick they'll buy for you. Dynamic coins, cups and balls, ball and vase, things like this. And then you start going up a level to more stagey size tricks and they'll buy you this. If only magic shops existed. Well, they do. They're just online. So it's the same situation. It's the sort of trick that used to be in really good magic sets years ago. Not specifically this, but really good 70s and 80s magic sets. Paul Daniels magic sets would have had a trick like this that you could really get your teeth into. So great trick, but it has a few limitations, I think, in terms of who you can perform it for and the kind of shows you can do it in. It's very, very simple. It's a very simplistic trick. It's not a massive fooler, I don't think, but it's a nice visual trick to show to kids. So there we go, that's my review this week of Rainbow Ropes by Darryl. Ooh, these little pixies. They're everywhere. See you next week on Magic Mornings. Bye for now.